Hello, everyone! So, this is again another not unboxing video. This is set to premiere, well, not premiere, but upload automatically while I am on vacation. And this is just another one of my let me talk about this particular toy video. And I want to talk about Mermaze Mermaidz as a doll line. Now, I have Chanel here. Obviously, I took her hair bow out. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Um, I have Riviera, who I love. I painted some teeth in her face, so she doesn't actually have teeth in her thing. I'm gonna eventually add some teeth, maybe even change Chanel's lip color. We'll see. Um, Kishiko, I did a complete restyle on. As you can probably see, her hair has been completely restyled, and honestly love that for her. I made her some fake hair extensions out of the sort of like Heather Grayson from Shadow High has out of what was left from her bangs because I didn't want to throw it away because it's really nice hair. She has really nice hair. So yeah, I have Kishiko and oop, Chanel, please don't fall over, darling. Okay. And lastly, she's gonna be off camera, but we have Aura, who is from um, I was about to say from series 1, but she's technically not. She's special edition, but she is also like, she didn't come out too long after series 1. Anyway, I just want to talk about Mermaze Mermaidz cuz they are the doll line that the internet can't seem to make up their mind about. Do we like them? Do we hate them? Personally, I think mermaids for what they are is a good concept. I love mermaids, and I'm very happy with the dolls that I have. I do wish Kishiko's necklace wasn't such a struggle half the time existing, but I do genuinely love these dolls. Anyway, before we continue with the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to join me for more mysterious ramblings of an adult doll collector, or just toy collector in general, because I collect multiple things. I don't always upload doll videos, but when I do, they usually get more views than everything else that I post. Anyway, with that out of the way, I will continue with talking about Mermaze Mermaidz. So, I think the reason why a lot of doll collectors are confused about them is because of the whole color change feature. I mean, like, they're water play, but they're also not. And I do have like a little tank down here to display the cold water features. So I'll show you the color change for Kishiko and Shellnell and maybe Aura here in a second. But I think genuinely, as I'm excited to see this brand grow. I still need Harmonique and Jordy. I can't seem to find any good ones that don't have absolutely like botched tail fins at Target. And then when I do, it's like, well, there's other dolls that I want slightly more. And like, I love mermaids, but they're definitely not a priority for me at the moment because I have all of the ones that I set out to get initially, but I do still want the other two. Anyway, I think with that, I think it's time to discuss like the confusing element and that being like the color change feature. So, yeah. Kishiko changes almost instantly in ice cold water, which I like, but as you can see, it has trouble staying if the room is not cold enough for her. And like this is such a pretty color, but my problem with the color change feature is that it's only on the front. And I don't know why it's not a 360 color change. Like, if they're gonna make it a feature that's a selling point of the doll, why is it only on her front side? Like, that doesn't make any sense. See, I feel like the color change feature wouldn't bother me or some of my other friends quite as much as it does if it were a full 360 change, because this is just like, okay, to have it go from this like shiny pink down to this deep purple, it's pretty, it's gorgeous, but then you turn her And what the fuck is this? Pardon my French, but like why? And like this is not me being like mean to the doll. I know somebody's gonna see this and be like, you're just being mean to them. Hey, I paid $30 for her. I can say whatever the heck I damn well please. But also, like, honestly, I'm just being honest. I like the color change feature. I wish they did it better. Because, like, if you look, it comes back almost instantly due to the room temperature and, like, where my thumb, like, my hand. But it's, like, such a lame gimmick if they don't go in all the way. Like, it doesn't. And, like, Kishiko's one of the better color changes. Riviera's, I could never seem to get to work. Honestly, that's the disappointing part about her, is she's hot water, not warm water, hot water. Anyway, here's Chanel, the favorite mermaid of a lot of people. I like her too, but I do wish that her tail was like a slightly more pink shade of pink, instead of a salmon color. Or that maybe the blue was her primary, because like if I set her in the water, and I don't care that her gloves are gonna get wet. I've done this before for a TikTok, but let me just change her tail color real quick by splashing some cold water all over the front side of it. It'll take a bit because my room is 78 degrees and the water is ice cold, so it's fighting hard for its life right now. Come on. Today. Sorry I can't really do this on camera like I did for Kishiko. It's a bit of a struggle. Chanel also just doesn't fit in the little tank I have here. Kishiko fits a lot easier. Chanel doesn't. She is slightly taller. Just because of the way her tail is shaped. Okay, I think I have chilled her tail successfully enough to show you. This is Chanel's tail. This pretty blue, but as you can see, it's prone to paint defects. Like, the color change paint doesn't go all the way around, and it's just... I love this color blue. This is such a good color. And then you turn it to the side, and it's like... Well, actually, the gradient up here is not so bad. I just ruined it with my thumb by touching it, but, like, the gradient that she has on her front side is gorgeous. I just wish it did it all the way around, instead of just half-assed. Because this is, you know, it's just like, ooh, there it is, blue. And, like, I get that real fish have, like, counter shading on their belly, but I doubt that that was what the doll designers were thinking, because whenever a toy company makes anything based off of marine life or the ocean, they seldom ever throw any actual marine biology facts into it. I mean, these are mermaids we're talking about. I highly doubt that counter shading was involved here. This is just cheaping out on a gimmick. That's what it is, because it doesn't even go all the way around. It doesn't even, for Chanel, it doesn't even go all the way around, like, her sides. I can try damn well, but the paint just isn't applied, like, past the pearls effectively. It's not... And, like, this isn't to say that these are bad dolls. Again, I like these dolls. They're pretty. They're fun. They're cute. I wish the color change was done better. I really do. Especially, like, as someone who is a little bit more playful in terms of personality with my dolls, because I do like little gimmicks like this. I know it's childish, but I like little gimmicks like this. I don't know, it just pleases my inner child, because I grew up with a lot of color change water toys, so there's like a fondness I have for these. But I just... this is a little disappointing. Especially growing up with, like, the color change Polly Pocket mermaids who did 360 color changes for their entire tail. and their pets changed color, and their hair had a color change streak in it that was water activated. Like, the technology is there, but I feel like MGA just didn't care for the gimmick. Like, it was, these dolls were not intended to have the gimmick fully, were they? That's not what it looks like when I have them in hand. Side note, this is a different kind of nylon than Rainbow High has. It's still good, but it's not kiwi. And the reason I can tell it's not kiwi is because kiwi likes to adhere to itself. Kiwi nylon you can generally get to not be super frizzy after a couple of washes in warm water. Like 1 or 2 washes, you'll be good. Chanel's hair I washed and it's still frizzy. And it's because it's just regular nylon, and like that's not her fault. Nylon hair, it is what it is. Now, Aura. Aura was the confusing one for a lot of people. She's showing up on clearance a lot because she's ridiculously expensive for what she is. My friend Ex Canadensis reviewed Aura recently, and she had a friend send her over to her, and I think genuinely, like, that was probably one of the smarter things to do. I should not have paid full price for Aura. I should have like done what her friend did and waited for her to show up on clearance, because like this is for what Aura is, I will say she's what I want Mermaids to be in terms of like tail articulation, because she's got that bend and snap knee. But in terms of color change, and I'm gonna pause real quick to like pop her off camera and refill my cup. But the color change, ooh, I have mixed feelings about. So my main problem with Aura is that her color change is advertised as like midnight. And it works really well on her torso. The silver part of her tail is basically unaffected. And you're lucky if you can get even like half the water to really take to it. And because of the way her tail works, it's very difficult. She has to be in a deeper body of water to really get the thing to work. Like, there's hardly any difference on her tail. Like, it's there, but it's, especially compared to the box art, it's misleading. And I don't know, I just expected better, again, from a gimmick for from a, I believe she was like 40. I paid $46 for her. Aura was $46.72 when I got her at Target, which was full price in my area pretty much. And as you can see, color change on her torso works really well. It does not go all the way around though, except for on her her like bra part, it goes around better. But like the rest of her, no, nothing, nada, nothing, zip, zilch. And I wish it went all the way around. You know, the box made it look like it did, but it doesn't. And it's a little misleading and it's disappointing. It's not just me who thinks this about Mermaze Mermaidz. When I was at Target the other day, at my store, Mermaze Mermaidz shares a shelving unit with Rainbow High. And when I was looking at the Rainbow High dolls, there was a group of, like, I think a grandma with her grandchildren, and they were looking at the dolls, and they passed by Mermaze Mermaidz, and they didn't really know what to make of it. And that's a reaction I see commonly from children whenever like I'm browsing the doll aisle, because I overhear whenever, because children express their thoughts a lot, and that's just a thing. Like, I learned that in education when I was a TA. Um, what I overhear a lot from like the target demographic whenever I'm just walking around the store near the Mermaze dolls is they don't know what to make of them. They really don't. Like, this brand doesn't have a clear identity. And that sucks because I like them. But for what they are, their target demographic doesn't even know what to do with them. And I think that's really telling. If anything, it's a little bit sad. You see, when I was a kid, mermaid dolls, pretty much the only dolls that existed to me, up until Monster High. And I'm sure there are other kids that feel that way, but like for what Mermaze is, I don't see it being that doll line for them. Now, again, does this mean Mermaze is a bad line? No. By no means does it mean that. In fact, I am getting tired of waiting to see what Wave 2 has in store because they keep saying that it's coming this summer, and we've seen nothing from it. Her tail fin finally changed. But like it's just I don't know. I don't know what to make of Mermaids right now. I like it, I hate it, I feel somewhere in between. It's just a little confusing. And you really shouldn't have that with a doll brand. Like, you shouldn't have a brand out that doesn't know what it wants to be yet. And Mermaids definitely does not know what it wants to be. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. By the time this goes up, I'll still be on vacation, but again, thank you for watching. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!